What's up, everyone? It's your host, Joanne.
And Giselle.
Just two sisters on a podcast here to discuss anything and everything.
Welcome back to your morning cup of
Joe
and Jiz. Let's get into it. Ooh, today's going to be a good one.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes. So we're going to talk about Love is Blind.
Yes,
Okay.
by the way. Yes.
So I've seen it's going to be 4 seasons. So I started the 4th season, but I've seen all 3.
Oh, you've seen all 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've started from season 1.
Yes. But I've only seen season 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm caught up with the new one.
Okay, me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But whenever you have time, go back and watch 1 and 2 and you'll see such a difference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like in like the people?
And like the matches.
Okay.
Because in, like, I'll just recap it like real quick. So in season 1, I feel like all the people there were like serious.
Okay.
Not
Like
serious,
about finding love?
But serious looking, like they all wanted to settle down.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like they were
Okay.
really in it for that.
Yeah.
And I feel like gradually it was, like gradually, yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like want to be famous. You know what I mean? Like want to be famous and stuff. So I think if you just watch from season 1, you'll see like the difference. Now I feel like it's like another typical reality show where everyone is just going on to be like, you know,
On TV.
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
And then,
Okay.
and then also I think season 1's couples that actually like stayed married, they're like goals.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
especially like so in season 1, 2 couples are still married.
Till this day.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
And then season 2, no.
No one made it?
Yeah.
Really?
I think in season 2, I want to say 2 couples got married.
Uh-huh.
And then they made it to the year mark.
Okay.
And I feel like it was like, I think I want to say they announced like the day after their 1-year anniversary that they were divorcing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no one on season 2 stayed married.
Okay. I see.
And I feel like the 2 that were married for like that year, I feel like they didn't want to be married for that whole year.
I see. Like they're just trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then season 3, no, I don't
Is
wanna
this
talk
where
about
is
it.
this where I'm in?
Okay, so season 3 you
Is
watched
that
it,
where-
right?
Is that with
With
like Raven
SK.
and SK? Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, so let's discuss that a little
Yes. Okay.
bit.
So, did you want to start by saying anything? Because I took notes.
Did
I
you?
have like whole
Okay.
bullet points and
well,
everything.
you go ahead and with your notes.
Okay.
And then I'll give you my opinion.
Okay.
Because you just now watched it.
Yes, I just now
And I
watched
feel
it.
like I've talked about this with like my friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like still,
okay. Yeah.
ooh, you know?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead with you.
Okay, so my notes are like in order of how I was watching it. So, like, let's say in the beginning, I'm just gonna read.
Go from the beginning.
Yeah, and then
I'll just
there are
interject
some things.
whenever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but there are some things that I said in the beginning that I changed my mind later on about.
Did you write that? You
I think
changed
so.
your mind?
I think so.
Okay. So you go ahead and then I'll give my thoughts.
Okay. Cool. Okay, first off, my first ever point was Alexa and Brennan from the start. They were my favorite. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So nothing really bad to say about them. I was always rooting for them from the start.
Okay.
Um,
Can I interject
Yeah,
there?
please, yeah.
Okay. So, yes. Like, I was like, oh, they actually got, like, a bigger girl on there.
yes.
You know?
Yeah, I
And
hear
was
that
like,
was the
cool.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all 3.
Well,
or
that they
2.
even, maybe they have casted bigger ones, but we just didn't see them on it.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Because there's so many people, but I feel like they center on the people that actually get proposed to.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
You
it
know?
seems like. Yeah.
So, but there's so, like, just looking, I feel like there's so many
Different, like,
contestants
varieties.
or casts.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
But I feel like they center the stories and stuff mostly on the ones that get
Engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
So, but this is the first time that actually someone like,
Plus
got
side,
engaged
yeah.
too. Like, you know?
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I was all for, like, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and then my only worry was like him reacting some way when he saw her.
Yeah. Yes, I was that too. Because I was like, oh, what if when he sees her, he ain't gonna be like...
Exactly.
Not as into her.
Yes.
Okay.
But no, he passed the test.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if he was, like, they talked about food. Like, they both were into food. Like, obviously, you know. Okay. So, anyways, that's good.
Okay.
Next, I said Andrew sounds like he's bullshitting. The Asian Andrew?
Yes.
Since the start, it was just very cocky and very like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
So I
mean,
like
he might
him.
be telling the truth.
Yes.
Like, I didn't know, I don't know.
He could be really traveling the world.
I didn't fact check anything, but I mean, he could be telling the truth. He could be like all over the world and stuff. But just the way he presented himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you watched all of it. So how about that fake cry?
Yeah. So then at the end,
Is that more?
One of them, one of them, I was like, see, I knew. I said Andrew, I didn't like Andrew, but somewhere there. Yeah.
That fake cry.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What do you think you put?
Eye drops. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, okay, you're extra. Like, you didn't need to do all, like,
no,
you're not an emotional person, so that's fine.
Exactly.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's all for the cameras.
Okay.
And then the fact that they brought it up at the reunion, they're like, oh, Andrew with the eye drops. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, I think it was Nancy.
Who was he trying to Nancy.
Yeah,
okay.
She really like dodged a bullet with him.
Yeah, but also I don't know how he would be when they would meet.
Like
if they were to actually get into a relationship.
That's true.
Because he was, I think, older too.
Okay.
He was older than Bartiste.
Yeah.
Because Nancy was older.
Yeah.
So I think
maybe it would have worked.
Maybe
if he wasn't like, if he was down for it, basically.
Yeah, and if he didn't like, I feel like if he would have just been himself. I think he was like playing a part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
But too bad for him.
Exactly. At first, I was rooting a lot for Bartiste and Raven. Like, a lot. Like, I thought they were going to be, like, a good couple. But then, when she started doing jumping jacks, during his, like, whole, like, deep speech or whatever, I was like, oh, no. Like, why'd you do that? But in the long run, good thing.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have worked out.
I feel like she knew he was, like, a fuckboy.
Probably. That's why she was like,
got the feeling. And then I also think she didn't want someone that was like her.
Exactly.
Because he's like a gym rat too.
Yeah.
And then she was, I think she wanted something different.
Exactly.
From what she's used to. And also different from her.
Yeah, to like help her grow and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what she got with SK for.
So at first, like, I didn't like Raven.
Oh, really? At all? Because of the jumping jacks?
No, I think just the way she first was like putting herself out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, she's kind of standoffish even to like the audience, I think.
Okay.
Just the way she was putting herself out there. I feel like she wasn't really like trying to open up.
I see. Yeah.
So I think she was kind of like, trying to hide herself and so not really opening up to the audience either.
I see. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I would be like that too. Like, it's national TV. Like, you have to be picky about what you put out there.
Yeah.
So I get what you're coming from, but I feel like I would be like, I didn't feel some type of way about her standoffish. Like, that's why I liked her, because she was like, I'm gonna do my own thing, type deal. Yeah.
But I think also it was when she finally, like, when her and SK got together, first got together, I was like, you're not giving him a chance.
That's
kind
true.
Of thing.
Yes.
And I was like, why'd you pick him if you don't want to open up?
Yeah, exactly.
And then, so I think that's why I was kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
But I love her.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Like, she's my favorite now.
Team Raven. Yeah. Over here, that's when I was like, I knew I didn't like Andrew.
Okay.
And then going towards Colleen and Matt.
Yeah.
I believe that's who it is. Felt like Colleen forced it onto Matt, like forced the engagement at first. It felt like Matt really was hesitant about proposing to anyone because of his past or whatever.
Yeah.
So she was just like, come on, ask me, type deal.
Yeah.
But in the end, like, they're cute or whatever.
But, okay, so with them, I feel like, wasn't there somebody before Matt and then she got rejected?
Cole. was it Cole?
Oh, okay. And then Cole said no to her because...
There's 2 guys that said no to her before Matt.
Oh, okay. So I think... I don't know if it was Cole or the other guy, but I think they told her, like, you're not opening up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not showing any emotion.
Yes. Yeah.
And then even Cole was saying, like, you're definitely my type. I know you are, but you're just not letting me in.
Yeah, or the, like, maturity level or something like that. Yeah.
And he was also looking for something different.
Exactly.
Like, he didn't want to keep going for the same that he typically goes for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think at that point, and then I think... at that point, I think Matt was conflicted too because he was previously married.
Yes, and his whole...
So I think he was still carrying that baggage in the back of his head. Like, I'm not trying to get hurt because he got cheated on.
Exactly, yeah.
So I think he was hesitant too because of that.
Yes.
And then I think just the way, like, she would talk.
Yes, yeah.
He was kind of like,
yeah. Exactly.
But I feel, I mean... Even, like, on the, like, reunions and stuff, like, I've, like, read comments, and it was, like, blink twice if you're okay.
I know, with Colleen, right? Yeah, like, it
and
seemed
I was like, you guys are so crazy, because I feel like they're fine.
Yeah, you think so? Because it seemed like she, like, wasn't happy, or, like, she had something to say. Back. Yeah, like, she had something to say, but she didn't want to say it, type.
I think just with cameras, too, but I feel like she couldn't be herself.
Yeah, I see. Or open up, I guess. More, like, transparent.
Because so this is how I feel. Because I feel like maybe she was a little hesitant on saying things or, like, because he's so sensitive.
He is very sensitive, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like, throughout the season, he was, like, a little bee.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna go.
Yeah. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm packing my stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is valid. And, like, I put a note here too when they had their first argument about the pool party.
Yeah.
And how she was like, yeah, this is the conversation Cole and I had. And then he, like, snapped. Yeah. Like, that I kind of agreed with Matt. Like, how you gonna entertain somebody like that when you're engaged? You know what I mean? Like, that valid. But in the other sense, you're on this show to get married. If you're not ready for that, don't go on the show. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, and that conversation in the pool with Cole, I feel like maybe she shouldn't have entertained it, but she's not the one that initiated that.
That is very true. Yes, yeah.
And she didn't have to tell Matt.
That is very true.
They had a conversation.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm letting you know this conversation happened. And also she wasn't like, you're my type to Cole. Cole was like, you're my type. And you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I get both sides, but the way he reacted
was
overboard.
Yes.
Like, I'm packing my shit.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, exactly. And this is just a food for thought type thing when I was watching. I was like, I think it's weird when the couples watch it back and see some weren't their first choice. You know what I mean? Like Colleen and Matt or Bartise and Nancy, you know, like.
But I think they usually know that they're not.
They're top, right? They are like, oh, I was his top 2 or top 4 or whatever.
No, like they already know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's why with like Nancy knew she was second option.
After they had that conversation though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but they all know going in that they're all dating.
Yeah, of course.
Person.
Yeah. Yeah, but
and I think they talk about it too when they're back with all the girls and all the guys.
They have to, right? Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, so going back to the whole pool party, but going into Bartise and Nancy, when he was talking to Nancy about how he and Raven had a conversation, and then how his whole, like, thing was like, yeah, like, she's my type, I would totally go for her, like, she was smoking hot,
She better than you, basically.
Basically, yeah, so that whole situation, I was just like, Bartise, just stop talking. You know, like, I get it, you're being honest, but you're not making her feel good. Exactly. You're making her feel like bad. Exactly. There's no point. It just was so upset. Like, I felt for Nancy, you know, and she was just there taking it. Speak up. Yeah. That's what I was like. See, like, her and I think it was Zeneb, both should have, like, stood up to themselves, like how Matt did with Colleen. But in the girls' defense, they had valid reasons to be mad because their fiance was over there telling other women that they're pretty, you know? So I felt like it was just so backwards. Yeah. Like the girls just like took it like, oh, whatever or whatever. And then Matt over there, like,
But to touch more on like Nancy, I think she was just such trying to please him. She didn't want to say anything. And to like maybe try to solidify like marry me. Like, you know, I don't know, you know. But yeah, he would. Oh,
that like, I don't know. So that would.
She knows that. I mean, it's like she knows that Raven's your type.
Yeah,
like you don't have to reiterate it every conversation.
Exactly. Yeah,
you don't have to let her know all the time. That she's not your type.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
And it was like, okay, if she's not your type, then why'd you propose?
Yeah. And then the whole like when Nancy's like, okay, if you are so like into like the appearance, why are you on the show? Yeah. You know, like, which makes it. Yeah, exactly.
Love is blind. You're not supposed to worry about looks.
The appearance, yes. Going back into the whole Cole and Zaneb, like, I was pissed off too when they had their conversation, and then Cole basically rated Colleen a 10 out of 10, and then he said later on in that same conversation, oh, my fiance is like a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Type deal. Yeah. I was like, how? Oh my God, these men.
So with that, I feel like he shouldn't even have done any of that. No, yeah. But I think in his defense, like, she was asking him, like, for the truth. Like, you know, like, and he was saying, like, because she's my type, she's a 10 out of 10. Yeah. But looking at you and you not being my type, you're a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Which is, like, good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I see.
Typically, you're not my type. So normally, if they're not your type, you would rate them really low.
Lower, yeah.
But she like saying like, "Oh, you're not my type, but I'm giving you a 9 out of 10." You know. Yeah. And she wanted honesty.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, kind of
brutal honesty. Yeah. That's for sure. It's like, ouch. And then after a while, I think it was when they were already living together. That's when Bartise started giving like gaslighting vibes and like narcissistic or like toxic type of vibes.
Ignoring her.
Like, exactly. And then for like stupid reasons too, like not valid reasons.
Like he was mad that her ex was still on like the
property,
the name
or something. Yeah.
Okay, it's a property together. They're not together.
Exactly.
Like, why are you mad that she's making money?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, you over here not making money, and she over here got stacks. You know, and you're over here worried about that. Like, he was worried about weird ass shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
But she's over here trying to marry you.
I know.
Have kids with you. Yeah. But you're worried about somebody being on the name of the property.
Exactly. And she even brought up like, oh, I'll put my husband's name on my future investment properties from now on, you know. So
I think she was even I think she was even talking about like how they were going to start separating the assets anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. So his loss. Colleen needs to learn how to communicate. I get her concern about Matt running away, but what he's been through, it's understandable. She needs to communicate more to help him basically. Marriage is a team effort, I feel like.
Okay, yeah. So I think it's on both ends though.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to communicate too, but I think he needs to be what is it called? Not react first.
Yes.
Before listening.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like quick to react before he even hears what she says.
Yeah, exactly.
He's already like on attack mode. He's like on defense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's so defensive. He's so defensive, but it's like you're not even listening. She's not even trying to argue. She's just trying to talk. So I think that's what I feel like she is an open person, but I think at the same time it's like she kind of in her back of her head she's like, let me like hold back
because I don't want to set him off.
Like something might trigger him.
Exactly. You know? I see. Okay, I see where that's coming from. Yeah.
So both of them need to work. He needs to let go of the past, and then she needs to just like
I think it was like just communicate what she wants, essentially. Like figure out what she wants and then say it. Because for the longest time she was just like, oh no, or I don't,
or just go with
yeah. Cole is so manipulative. Seems like he didn't want to marry Zaneb, but tried to flip the switch towards the end. Like when they were, coming closer to the wedding day, she was just like, if you don't want to marry me, you know, you let me know, but I'm in 100% if you are, type deal. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, I don't know, it seems like you don't want to, like, it just, he was trying to flip it so that it seemed like he wanted her to end things before the wedding, you know what I mean? But in hindsight, like, she's the one that said no. So I don't know, it just felt like, it always seemed like Cole was only there for the cameras. Like, it didn't seem genuine to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. At this point, I really hope SK and Raven will last, but I think him being away for school might get in the way. Okay. Because when they had the lunch with her friends made a really good point about how she's very, like, independent. She knows what she wants, and if you can't give that to her, you know,
how's it gonna?
Yeah, exactly.
I think at that point she didn't want to move yet.
Yeah, no, she wanted to keep doing her thing at wherever. Yeah, I agree with Raven about the importance of family in a marital setting, as in, like, it shouldn't matter what family thinks about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm marrying someone for that person, not their family, you know? Yeah. So, like, I thought that SK feeling some type of way about Raven's family not being there, like, it, like, put a lot of pressure on her for no reason, because it wasn't her fault, you know? She let them know, you know, like, they're just, they had their reasons or whatever. Yeah. So I didn't think that was fair of him to do that. Yeah. And then that's when I got at the very end, when the weddings came, and then SK saying no to Raven, that took me oh my God, that shook me off. Yeah. Oh my God. It was just, and then, like, she handled it so well. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Cause, I know.
And she loves his mom so much. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then I think that was, like, the first wedding.
Like, the mom wanted to, like, hit him.
Yeah. Like, she was like, yeah. She don't hold back.
She was like, say yes, say yes. Yeah.
But I think that was the first wedding of the season. So that was the first wedding I saw. Yeah. So I was like, how you gonna bring the women and bring all the family to there and then say no? You know what I mean? So I was just so, like, mind blown that I really thought they were gonna say or get married. And then especially when Raven went back to her dressing room, where were her girls? No one came up to her. You know, no one was, because nobody. Yeah, she was just there. She
could have also said off camera, like, I don't want.
That's true.
You know what I mean? But yeah, no one.
Yeah, I was like, where are her girls at? Jeez. When Cole and Zeneb's wedding came, I was very proud of Zeneb for, like, telling him off, because he deserved that explanation, you know, like, she, like, said it very well. I just felt like he was trying to play victim at that point, when this whole time it was him. But the same thing, like, she could have let him know before having the whole wedding and, you know, doing all that. But I don't know, I like how she did
it. Well, okay, I have a different opinion.
Okay.
I don't like that she did that, because I think it was even the night before they had the conversation, and he was like, you know, do you want to?
Oh yeah. She was like 1,000%.
Yeah. And she was, you know, and then when she went up there and gave that whole speech talking about, I didn't know what I was gonna say. Girl, you memorized that speech.
That's
you
true.
knew what you were gonna say, and you took that platform of everybody being there. Like, I feel like she wanted to embarrass him.
I see.
Because I feel like in her head, she thought that whole season he was embarrassing her.
Oh, I can see. Yeah.
And so she wanted to take that moment in front of his family, in front of her friends, her family, to embarrass him. Yeah. And, like, there's no way that you just came off the top of your dome for that whole 5-10 minute speech to tell him about himself.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I see.
You memorized that. You knew you were gonna say no already. And when he was like,
it was just, at that point, I feel like they were just both trying to, I don't know, like, find a way to, like, hurt each other in the worst way possible at that point.
But I feel like that whole season, I was kind of, like, annoyed, because it was like he could say something and she would twist it And it was like, I don't think he meant it that way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so I was just like, what is wrong with her?
Like being very sensitive about it. Yeah.
And it was like, why are you acting like just the little things? Like, I think it was when they first hooked up in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And then how he, like, got up and got ready.
Mm-hmm,
and she was like, oh, he didn't cuddle with me. He must not like me.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
see.
It's like, I think she thought about stuff too much, maybe. Or, like, just stuff in the back of her. Or, like, her past. I don't know. But it was, like, everything he did, I feel like she took it the wrong way.
Uh-huh. I could see that.
Or, like, responded. You know what I mean? Like, the way she would respond to, like, the stuff he would say. And he's younger, I think, than her.
Yeah.
So it's like, what did you expect?
That's
with
true.
somebody that's younger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, at the same time, if he's on there, he needs to, like, have a older mentality, maybe.
That's true, yeah.
But I just feel like he meant well, and she just took a lot of the stuff the wrong way.
The wrong way, I see. Oh, okay. So does that tie into the whole, like, cuties thing?
Yeah. So did you watch?
I saw that. I saw that at the very end.
Reunion?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And you watched the year
clip?
later?
Yeah, and then the clip.
Okay.
Yeah. So what did you feel about the original?
Okay, so this whole time, I think Zeynep was putting it into the other girls' ears.
Mm-hmm.
What he was saying.
Yeah.
And what, like,
and how she took it.
Yeah. She was telling them, like, her perception.
Yeah.
Versus reality.
Exactly, yeah.
Because even all the other girls were like, we know you said that. And he's like, how? And it was basically, they're like, oh, we heard it. We saw it. But how? How'd you guys see him? Like, how do you know he told her that all that other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So it had to come from her telling them.
Yeah.
You know? And then that whole cutie situation, she blew it so out of proportion.
Yeah, I honestly was, like, siding with her because I could see him, like, pulling some type, you know, because he's so honest that like sometimes like it can hurt, you know, like
honest to a fault.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like believing her at some point, like, yeah, I could see him like saying stuff like that, especially if he like finds other, you know, women more attractive. I could see him like trying to change.
But I feel like he never really outright said anything about her
appearance.
Yeah. Or look, if anything, he was always like,
you're beautiful.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I feel like she's just so broken.
Mm-hmm. From Colleen. Oh.
But I think from her past. I don't think it had anything to do with what was happening even earlier on in the season.
Got it. Okay.
But I think she just took everything and she twisted it into her own reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because when I saw the clip finally at the end, I was like, like,
like, when did he say you shouldn't eat?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah. So after I saw the clip, that's what I was like, maybe. Yeah. But still, I don't know. I didn't really like Cole the whole season. I felt like since the beginning, he kind of knew, or they both kind of knew it wasn't going to work out. So they should have just ended it right then and there. That's how I felt.
I feel like their situation was like so up and down that I wasn't like rooting for them to like make it or anything. But I feel like at the end of all of it, the reunion and all that, I just felt bad for Cole because everyone ganged up on him.
Yeah.
And then at that point is when I was like, fuck you, Alexis and Brennan.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, I'm over you guys. Because like Brennan all of a sudden was like, he was like mad at Cole.
Oh yeah, because of the whole like
supposedly even like Cole. The Bachelor.
Yeah.
But it's like, who said nobody else went out?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What are you and then I feel like he was just trying to make Alexis happy.
Yeah, like I get it where, you know, side with your wife, like the whole thing, but like
you don't need to be an asshole.
You don't need to be an asshole, yeah. And then the whole like, where's the proof?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. You guys are saying there's all this proof. Where is it?
Yeah.
And like, wouldn't the crew have it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like they have the cutie.
Filmed.
Where
he's
like,
talking all this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is like? That's why I'm like, how? Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
So I feel like, not that I felt bad for Cole because everyone was like picking on him. And maybe there was like some things he shouldn't have said, but I feel like it was taken out of context.
Proportion.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was like blown up out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because it was like, he's young and dumb.
Yeah, true.
Which is not an excuse, but also an excuse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
He obviously was not ready for marriage. But I feel like
you shouldn't expect
the way she twisted everything to put everything on him. I was like, you're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you need therapy.
Like it's something personal at that point.
Like,
yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if maybe her past with like past exes or something that she's just like, or whoever like made her feel that way. Like, she put it on him to fix it, and he like didn't.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
I don't know.
No, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, I think at the end of it, I was like, I feel bad for Cole.
Yeah, I did. Like, at the reunion, I was like, damn.
Raven, I ended up liking her. SK's a dick.
Fuck SK. Oh my God.
He's a fuckboy.
Yeah.
He fooled the whole world.
Yeah.
I feel like he fooled the whole world.
Oh my goodness.
Like, not only did he fool Raven, he fooled everybody.
Yes.
Whoever watched it.
Yes.
Fooled everyone.
Yes. But
I think he even fooled his mama.
I think so,
I don't
too.
think she knew that her son was a fuckboy.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he like really got into the whole like, yeah, my mom really had a conversation to me about how important marriage is and all that.
Yeah.
And,
but here you are taking another bitch on vacation.
Yeah. Oh my God, did you see the or the podcast that Raven did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I watched it.
Okay, yeah,
and
me
I was
too.
Like,
how dare you? Yeah.
Like, she brought you to meet her mom, which was something like so important to her.
Yep.
That she held sacred. You
know,
like, you can only meet my mom if this is like serious.
Yes.
So you met her mom, and it was like, I think her birthday weekend,
something like that.
And the very next weekend,
you were out.
Homegirl to Cabo or something
on vacation, on a couple's vacation. I think. Yeah.
He even went on vacation to like Europe or something.
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, you got balls, bro.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
And
I was like,
it's like knowing at that point you're like high profile, like people know you, and people know your situation. So like,
and you had nerve though to propose again.
Yeah.
And then how he asked this producer,
and then he tried to take it back.
Like, no, he said, "Don't air it."
Like, ooh, hell no. I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
I'm glad
You're
they
such
did.
a fuckboy.
Yes.
Like, you ain't even all that.
Yeah.
To be
exactly.
So excuse you.
Yeah.
So I hope whoever she's dating right now, because I think she's dating. Is like.
Good to her. Yeah. But damn.
Because she finally like opened up. And is like, okay, let's take this serious.
Yeah.
And she was like so serious about him, was even willing to move.
Exactly. They got a place together and everything.
Yeah, and you just tore her down again.
Yeah.
I
can't either. Men.
I know.
Jeez.
And then Nancy's family was a little extra.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I couldn't handle her mom.
Yeah. Her mom especially. Yeah.
Like, I think in either the reunion or something, I think Nancy finally told her, like, calm down. Like, this is happening to me. It's not you. I think she, like, finally was like, stop.
Yeah.
But at that, when Bartiz said no, like, her mom was so extra.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you want camera time?
Exactly.
I feel like that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's always that extra, but she was just, I feel like she did it for the camera.
And that's what it made. And then same with like the brother. Either the brother was doing it. Either the brother or the mom. Yeah, but either he was doing it for the camera too, or he's just very like sensitive like that.
Yeah. I think he did it because it's his sister.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, he's trying to like look out for his sister, and I think even from the beginning he was like,
exactly.
I don't think you
I'm
really
not feeling you.
Yeah, I'm not feeling you. I don't want you to marry my sister.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think you're gonna marry her.
Yeah.
I think you're like doing this, whatever, for camera or something. So I think on the brother's side, I think it was just him being overprotective.
True.
Of his sister, especially she's the only girl.
Mm-hmm.
But the mom, was extra.
Yeah, and I feel
even
like
the dad wasn't even like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I feel like the brother acted up like that because the mom did as well.
Yeah, so yeah.
So he was like, okay, I'm gonna come up on him too. Yeah,
because at the like on the 1 year follow up or something, he was calmer. So I think, but then her mom tried to like go up more, and that's when Nancy was like, "Stop! Like it happened to me, not
exactly. You." Even I was just like, "Fuck Bartiz! I can't believe like I don't know like."
Yeah, he's a fuckboy.
He's a fuckboy.
I feel like also how he brought his mom and sister into like what Nancy believes.
Yeah, that was totally
like
uncalled for.
Like everyone has their own belief on abortion, all that. You know what I mean? Like you can't persuade her to feel some type of way if that's, you know what I mean? Like no. And then like she said, like she works with kids.
Exactly. So she
knows
sees
how
firsthand. Yeah.
So she, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't want her kid to suffer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you bring your mom and sister into that conversation? It's not them. You're not having a kid with them. If that's their but Nancy's so open. She was like, if that's their belief, then that's their belief.
Then it's fine.
But you have to be okay with mine too.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like his dad was like, if you don't marry this girl, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Because his dad was all about Nancy.
Oh yes.
I feel like if he wasn't married, he'd marry Nancy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. But yeah, I thought that was stupid too. And he just kept using that as an excuse too. It was just like, first of all, are you carrying the child? You know?
Well, you'll have a hard time finding.
Yeah, especially
nowadays. That doesn't
nowadays.
have their own belief about that topic. You know what I mean? Because it's like one of the things, like a basic human right of somebody to have their own. So.
But yeah, that's another hot topic.
Yeah, but I feel like he also used that as an excuse too.
Exactly, to really keep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That whole season was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Just compared to like, I always compare each season to season 1.
Okay.
Because season 1, when you get to season 2, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Because there's some people on there too that are like,
oh.
Fucking dumb.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
So I feel like whenever you have time,
just watch those
two, and then you'll be like,
season
season 1
was more like, genuine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So definitely go into that, and then. But yeah, season 3 was just. Season 2 was a hot mess. No, 3.
3.
Yeah. 3 was a hot ass mess. With all those people.
My goodness! Yeah.
Did you know? So even Alexis, I think, issued an apology to Cole.
Oh, really? Oh.
Because of the way, I think almost all of them issued an apology, either like online or to him personally. Because they all realized
how mean they were being,
and that it was based off of like a lie.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then yeah, because even when like during the reunion and they were like trying to bring up stuff, because I even talked to like my friends who watched it like with me, along with me.
Yeah.
And it was like, when did he like do all that?
Yeah, you know that's true. When did he say it's all that? Hearsay.
And then it was like, I would like kind of watch back and be like, how did she take that from what he just said?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, I'm like, because I really wasn't like, the way they were trying to make it seem at the reunion was that he was like tearing her down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, oh, telling her she can't eat this. Why is she wearing that? Why is she look like that? Like, why is she doing her makeup like that? And I'm like, when did he ever...
That's true.
Like, say that?
Exactly.
Because I think at one point he was like, why are you wearing makeup to bed? Like, she didn't want to go without makeup to bed.
Yeah.
Or she wanted to wait until he was asleep to take it off, I think, or something. But I'm like, he wants to see you. Like, I don't understand, like, why you took that, his comment so negatively when he was trying to just be like, why you don't need to go to bed with makeup on.
Exactly.
Or something, you know what I mean? Or like, I think she was just overly sensitive and maybe just past trauma. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Do you think if he answered first at the altar, he would have said yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could just tell how hurt he was. Because I think
But I feel like he wasn't happy in the relationship. Like in his like view and all that.
I think for him, this is just my opinion, I think he was going off of her energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was like whenever she was standoffish, he was standoffish.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, and then I think every time he made a gesture,
mm-hmm.
like she was like always put him down.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was trying to make her dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? It wasn't even like, oh, like, thank you for like being thoughtful and trying to make dinner. Instead, it was like, why are you doing that?
You're wrong.
You're wrong. And let me just do it. Ugh. You know? Yeah. And it wasn't ever like, I feel like every time he tried to make like a good gesture or like something to make her feel, she would like either tear him down or like brush it off or take it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. Like he was trying to make you dinner and you're over here like, obviously you could tell he doesn't cook.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but she was just like, oh, you didn't even season it. Oh, why are you doing that? Let me just do it. Exactly. And then when he was like, you know, sometimes when couples cook together, you are like playful.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to be playful.
Trying to be goofy.
And she was just like,
yeah.
No, now I'm mad. Yeah. You know, and it was like, girl, lighten up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
But yeah, major disappointment.
Yeah, exactly. Because it was just Colleen and Matt and then Brennan and Alexis, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think, they did the
year later.
I think. No.
Yeah. The year later was Alexis's birthday.
No, that was only a few months. Because they taped the birthday before the reunion. Because in the, they said, because like people were like, how come they're still being mean to Cole? Mm-hmm. Because, so the season wrapped, right? And then a few months later, I think was Alexis' birthday. Yeah. So then they did like after the wedding, I think that was like that.
Okay.
And that's when, so they taped that Alexis' birthday before they taped the reunion.
The 1 year reunion or the...
I don't think they did a 1 year reunion.
Oh, okay.
That was just like a reunion after the something.
They didn't do a 1 year reunion yet?
No, because I don't think it's been a year yet.
Oh. Because I swear when...
So...
When Raven like had that clip was like, yeah, SK cheated on me. That was after the 1 year.
Maybe. But the reunion show was taped after Alexis's birthday.
Okay.
Because that's why they didn't know about that cutie thing.
Oh, yeah.
Until after
because that was the... Oh, got it.
That's why at the reunion, Cole was like...
I don't know.
All this coming from? Like, I thought we hashed everything out.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he was like and then at the reunion, that's why he was so confused. That's why everyone was like
still
at him, and instead of like at Barty, you know what I mean? Yeah. They didn't see also until
after. Then exactly. So. Damn.
Yeah. That's why crazy. I think that's why after the thing is when they issued like an apology. Like I think is when Alexis issued the apology. She was like, "Oh, at that time we didn't know because we filmed the birthday before."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I don't know why they aired it that way.
Yeah,
they should have aired that before they aired the reunion.
The reunion, yeah. Because I'm confused.
Yeah. Because even, you know how there's that small part at the end where that's when Raven talks about how he cheated on her? That part, I think, was filmed after the reunion.
Yes. Yeah, it had to be because...
Because at the reunion, they were together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. That's crazy.
So then they had to do like a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. They're not anymore.
They're actually not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no. So, would you say, is love truly blind?
I think if anyone went in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, you have to be, like, really, like,
really blind. Looking and really, like, open.
Yeah.
Like, your heart and your mind have to be open.
Very, yeah, exactly.
Because if you're still like,
mm-hmm.
You can tell on some of them when they open and they're like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that ain't my thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, meh.
Damn. So, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
So it can work if.
Yeah, season 1.
That's true.
They went in, yeah. I mean, I think so if you're really going in it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
If you're not, then no.
Then no. Yeah. Yeah. No. If you were single, would you go on that show? Or would you be able to do it?
I think I would go, but I'd be like,
I know. I would be like, so what do you look like?
yeah. Like how some people do.
Yeah.
So are you light? Are
Right?
you dark? And I'm like, that is not why. I don't think I can go on that. Like Love is Blind.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like a different one.
Like
a different dating
okay.
show, but not Love is Blind. Because at the end of the day, I'd be like,
what if?
Yeah, I know.
Because they're lucky that all of them are attractive.
Yeah.
At least in season 3. This last one. Yeah. Because they're all attractive.
Yeah.
So they got lucky. Because imagine, like, you just got catfish.
But also, like, I don't know. Like, for me, I always want somebody taller than me.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if I come out and then it's, like, some 4'11" guy, I'd be like, y'all played me! You knew! So, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe like a different dating show.
I see.
But
not Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't. Because like also my facial expressions, I can't hide them.
Yeah.
And you know how when they come out, usually they're like have a good facial expression, even though they're like when they're back behind the thing, they're like
Exactly.
I feel like once it opens and I'm like no, I'm like it would be such a giveaway. I couldn't.
No, yeah.
And I'd be like, never mind. I don't want to marry you.
Actually,
never mind. Could you?
That's, me, no. Just because of, not really because of that reason. I feel like I could get over someone's, like, looks, to an extent, you know? Like, if someone's, like, really, really funny or can make me laugh, then I think they're super attractive, you know, type. Yeah. So I think I can get over that aspect, but it's the whole, like, my insecurities, I can't. Like, I wouldn't believe them if they're, like, if they open the door and they're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Like, bullshit, you know, like, I couldn't do it. And then especially if they pull some shit like how Bartice or Cole did to the girls. Oh my God, I would be broken.
Like, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in that sense, no. And then, I don't know, I always found it awkward or like I got anxiety for them whenever they would see, the whole group would see each other for the first time. After dating everybody, you know? So I would feel some type of way if my partner
was talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I couldn't I couldn't do that personally.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so what are your general views on marriage then? Like, do you believe in marriage? Do you what are your general views?
I believe in marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm married. But we're not technically married.
Yeah.
But I believe in marriage. I feel like it's like your ultimate commitment.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But in your sense or your views, do you feel like you have to get married someday?
No. I feel like I think when I was younger, I was like, oh, I gotta be married by this age and gotta do it this way. But I feel like sometimes I feel like marriage doesn't work for some couples. I feel like just being together just works for them.
Yeah.
And not having to like have it on paper or making it like legal. I'm all for whatever is going to make that couple happy.
That's true. That's
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
And then whatever works, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. No, I feel the same way. But I don't know. Like, I feel like because a lot of people say marriage is just a piece of paper. So if it's just a piece of paper, why not do it? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So that's my question.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like some people just, I feel like people, because you know, some people say the relationship changes after marriage.
Yeah.
And I feel like.
But like in what way? Like, for example.
I think a lot of people who like just want to just stay in a relationship and not get married and like pull that trigger and get married. I think it's because sometimes I think they perceive marriage as like this thing that's like
they have high expectations. It's like a lot of pressure. Oh, I see.
I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on relationships after, like, getting married, and then there's all that pressure
afterwards. Like, yeah.
Oh shoot, like, I really gotta provide, or I really have to, like, now it's time to have kids, or oh shoot, we need to go get a house. You know what I mean? So I think it just puts on that pressure, and then some couples
don't do well under pressure.
And then they end up getting divorced or cheating on each other, you know? Yeah. So I feel like whatever is going to work best for you and your significant other that's what you just do that.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? But I think just the word marriage, or just I think puts a different kind of pressure on some people.
Yeah.
So then I feel like that's why sometimes they choose not to get married.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like for every other couple, is just whatever's going to work best for you and your person.
Yeah, I agree too. But I feel like the best thing to do is to communicate it, like, in the beginning. Like, this is what I want, is, you know, like, because you don't want to be wasting your time. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So the new season, but we'll watch that. Yes. And then we can discuss it.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
On our next.
Yes, and then we'll get into, like, the red flags about
red flags and all that. But hopefully in that time you'll have time to watch 1 and 2.
They're a lot, and they're long. I know. So I don't know.
But definitely but you do definitely need to watch them at some point, because you'll just see the difference from season 1 to the rest of them. And then in season 2, there's some people where you want to be like, oh!
Yeah. Okay.
You want to be like, if I ever saw you in person, I'd probably sock you in the face.
Ooh, that's what I feel about this new season.
This new season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Same. But I feel like it started in season 2.
Oh, okay.
And then it just got worse.
Oh,
from there.
Okay.
You know? So hopefully whenever you have time, you'll be able to watch them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Watch season 1 first, though.
Okay.
Because then you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And then you'll be like, okay.
Well, damn. That was quite an episode. Yeah.
Love is blind, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the drama.
Yeah. But hopefully, if you guys have any opinions on season 3, comment.
Yes.
Let us know how you feel about that cast.
And then while you're at it, leave a little comment on season 4 so we see that. Yeah, so we see that, and we'll bring it up.
Yeah, and then we can discuss it on the next one, because we're going to discuss season 4 on our next episode. Yeah, because there's a lot to unpack there too.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening to our opinions, and we know it's a reality show. We know it could all be fake, you know, but we just want to talk about it, about our opinions.
Why not?
So we'll get more into, like, our views on relationships and all that the next one.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in to another episode of Morning Cup of
Joe
and Jiz.
Okay, you guys. So just like and subscribe. Follow on our YouTube channel, Cup of Joe and Jiz. Same thing with our podcast platforms.
Yes.
Cup of Joe and Jiz, Instagram, TikTok, Cup of Joe and Jiz. Watch us. Yes. Listen to us.
Yes.
Whatever.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. As Jordan says.
Right.
Like and subscribe. Comment down below.
All right, guys. All right. See you next time. Bye.